Talk about women.
Yeah, I'd be better off of doing better there. Okay. If anybody who's not happen to be eating, could hold it down for me. Okay. Okay, I'm Jerome Dunn. This is Mr. Alatoret speech class, giving our impromptu speech. Today I'm going to talk about ethics. How I'm going to start it off is that okay, when I first entered the workforce, right, I made $8 an hour, and that was back in, I don't know, maybe 93 or something like that. Or more like 96 is when I first went to high school. So 96, right? And I was working as a baker, and the point, though, is that with some thrift and with like a roommate or whatever, the point is the young people could survive back then, and right now there's more of a kind of like a failure to launch going on. The people are working harder to have less. They take on bigger debt to get their college and so forth, and all that stuff is due to, well, how I would bring back to ethics is that first of all, ethics are that's just your values, is how I'm going to define it. Your value judgments that will let you decide, what your goals are and what you will or won't do to get to those goals. So if a person's never thought about it, they've probably got the consumer mentality, which is what you pick up going into society. Now, end of that though is that like in a normal ethical picture, a person might picture a slider. You have like your halo on this side and your hooves and horns on this side, and you're somewhere in the middle. I like to look at it more as a natural picture. Where you are is your proximity to nature, really, or your sustainability is kind of what I'm getting to. In like one thing I'm getting into is permaculture, and in permaculture, the tagline of ethics is earth care, people care, fair share, or also the Gaia principle, where people spiritualize the same idea. The idea really is just respecting the base and not consuming it. How that relates back to the situation of the young people and what they got going on. Well, really, there's a whole group of factors that feed into that, but mostly it's just consumer behavior. Like you take in our country, we've got you can check the numbers wherever, but it's something to the tune of like 20 million manufacturers, and then a little bit more than that in government. So we got more public sector than we got manufacturer, and then virtually half the population and most of the working population is all in service positions. They're frontliners they're frontliners in industry, or they're middle managers and all this type of things, right? And then what drives our economy too is those same corporations. They have their big box of stores everywhere, and people kind of consume their own station, participating in the game, because you go in there and cut out a middleman, right? Getting your groceries, and the next guy comes in behind you and cuts you out, and that's kind of how the picture works. It's kind of like a musical chairs thing, and people get a good little sit down in the game. That's kind of why they don't worry about it so much, because it's everybody has a certain degree of comfort, but the point though is that the attrition rate's so slow that people don't care really. But that's where it comes doubly to hammer the future generations, and that's where I'm going with the sustainable ethics, and that's the kind of picture I want to paint today. And I think I'm gonna cut it off there because I need like 3 and change. Okay, all right. Let's call that a speech. You say the red button. Red button. Right here.